So we've all been there as a freelancer. We have this big vision and dream of what our life is going to be like for ourselves when we have the dream clients. We can work for ourselves. We work from a laptop. We can travel wherever we want. Sitting at the beach, sipping on bintangs in Bali, full moon partying in Thailand, or maybe just working from home in the UK. If you're a loser. Whatever your freelancer goal is super exciting, but then you get hit with the hard reality of how the fuck do I go out there and actually sign clients? You're trying to create a portfolio, you're cold DMing businesses, you've tried cold email, you've tried different freelancer sites, and you're about 30 days in and you've got fucking crickets. Because you can be the best freelance copywriter, web designer, advertiser, whatever your skill set is, you could literally be the best in the friggin' world at it. But if you don't know how to sign clients, especially in the beginning, then it doesn't fucking matter. So what I'm going to share with you in today's video is the 3 ways that I use to get my freelancer clients in the beginning. And this took me from someone who quit his job to go all in on his freelancer career, but then quickly nearly went completely broke because I couldn't sign clients, to then go in doing the freelancer dream, which was traveling the world, lived in places like Medellin, Dubai, Barcelona, Croatia, Mexico. And these were the 3 easiest ways that I found to get clients, especially in the beginning when you don't already have a client roster to leverage. So what I leveraged in the beginning to get clients was something that I call strategic partnerships. And what these are is, instead of you trying to get the client yourself, you just build partnerships with different agencies or different service providers, and you make a deal with them and you say, hey, I'm really good at this skill set. I can see that you help clients in this niche who need this skill set. How about that every time you sign a new client, you outsource the work to me for a percentage? And that way everyone's a winner. You get paid and you get a client without having to do any sales or outreach. The agency owner has a good, solid partner that they can rely on to fulfill on the work, so it frees up their time. And the client, who is the end customer, still gets a great experience because you are great at your thing and you deliver it to them. And creating a strategic partnership with a service provider is so frigging easy because agencies and people like that, they are absolutely desperate to find freelancers and contractors who they can outsource the work to. Because guess what? In a world where the agency business model has blown up, you have advertising agency owners who don't know how to fucking advertise. You have email copywriting agencies who don't know how to write frigging copy. I know it sounds fucking ridiculous, and it is, but it is true. The supply of agencies is so much greater than the supply of skilled people who can actually fulfill on the work. And what this means is these agencies are constantly signing clients, but they're constantly friggin' losing them because they can't fulfill on the work. So if you're actually good at what you do and you have a skill, but your trouble is that you can't sign clients, then I guarantee go and create strategic partnerships with 3 to 4 different agencies. And if you're good at what you do, I promise you, you will never go broke. And you can easily scale your freelancer business up to 5 to 10K a month just in a couple of months by just being good and reaching out to agency owners. And that's what I did in the beginning. For about 12 months, I had about 2 to 3 different agencies that I had different partnerships with. And every time they signed a client, I would sign a client technically and my income would go up, but I would do no sales and no outreach. Now, the second way that I got clients was on Upwork. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, oh, Sam, I don't want to go on Upwork. It doesn't pay very well. There's too much competition. I can't get a job on there. And even when I do, the clients treat me like shit. Like, I'm not going to deny to you, Upwork does have its flaws 100%, but you can actually make some very good money on the platform if you know what you're doing. Because imagine this, right? Upwork is available to absolutely everyone. And so many people across the world go to Upwork to try and obviously earn money. Now, 99% of the people on Upwork aren't very fucking good at what they do. And even if they were good at what they do, they have no understanding of what employers are looking for. So when they send job proposals, they are like long form fucking essays. And I know, as someone who is hired from Upwork multiple times, when someone sends me one big friggin' essay to apply for the job, I'm not reading through that. I don't have the time to do that, so I'm not looking at it. So my point is that the bar is so friggin' low for the talent on Upwork, is that if you're actually good and you actually understand what the employers are looking for, and you know how to write a good job proposal for Upwork, then you will sign clients. It's like you go into a garden, right? And there's all these flowers, but they're a bit shitty, they're a bit dying, and there's fucking loads of them, but none of them look that good. And then you see in the distance one big flower that is risen up above everyone else. And guess what? If I'm looking for some flowers to take home to my girlfriend, then I'm not paying any money for these shitty flowers down at the bottom, however cheap they are. I'm going to the big fucking nice one at the back, and I'm going to pay more money for it. And it's the same with Upwork. You can still charge a good amount of money as long as very clearly you are very good at what you do and you can get them the end result. Now, don't get me wrong, depending on the service that you offer, you aren't going to be charging 5 to 10K per month per client. Like, I was running advertising services off Upwork, and in the end, I was signing clients for around $1,500 per month, which again, I know it's nothing crazy, but if you're just starting out as a freelancer and maybe you're looking to quit your 9-to-5 job, all you need is like 2 to 3 clients from Upwork with that price point, and you can quit your job and go full time. So I think a lot of people actually just turn their nose up at Upwork and think they're too good for it or it's not a good platform. But especially if you're just starting out, and let's be honest, you can't be picky right now, because if you're watching this video, very likely you have no clients or at least only a couple of clients. You should be trying to get as many clients as you can, and Upwork is honestly just a great way to do that. Now, the third way is by cold DM. Now, I know I said at the start of this video, oh, you don't have to cold DM people, blah, blah, blah. But you shouldn't DM people the way that 99% of people teach you how to DM people. Because I don't know about you, but this whole cold fucking outreach and DM stuff is getting a little out of hand. I'm sick of the same fucking DM messages off some agency, bro, promising me a result in 90 days, or they're gonna work with me for free, or they've got this amazing case study, or they just so happen to come across my page and they love my frigging content, and they fucking message you being like, hey, we got this person this result in the last 90 days, thinking we could do something similar to you. Worth a chat? No, mate, it's not worth a chat. You're wasting my fucking time. So I would leave the cold DM messages for brands you actually really care about working with. And what I would do for these brands is to create them a custom sample of your work. So if you're a copywriter, then go to a brand you really want to work with and just write them free emails, or write them free ads, or rewrite the website copy, or even just one email. Whatever it is, just put some time and effort into the outreach, and I guarantee that you will see better results, because no one wants to fucking see another templated mass outreach DM. And the only way a respectable business person is probably going to respond to you is if you have actually showed them that you have taken the time and effort to create something specific for them. And you can tell them in the message or the email, you can just say to them, hey, use them for free and let me know how you go. And again, if you're good at what you do, then these emails will make them money. And guess what? They're going to come back to you and ask you to write for them full time. And if they don't make them money, then sorry to say this, but you probably suck at email copywriting and you're going to have to get a little bit better. But again, you're not going to spend every single minute of every single day doing this strategy. This is just reserved for brands and people that you really want to work for. So if you're sick to fucking death of your fingers going numb from all the cold emails and all the cold outreach that you're doing that isn't getting you results, and you have got hundreds of brands and companies that are leaving you as seen inside the DMs, then give one of these free strategies a go. It worked for me, could work for you. Thanks for watching, like the video, subscribe, I'll see you on the next one.